A very good morning to all our attendees. As our participants keep on joining, and as our live stream has also started on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel for both Adamus International and Adamus World School, we will be taking some time, maybe like around 2 minutes, as our participants keep joining and as our participants keep tuning on our Facebook and YouTube page for Adamus International and Adamus World School. Meanwhile, all the details of the Adamus School for Adamus International and Adamus World School is on the screen, and we will be starting with the webinar in the next 2 minutes. And also with us, we will be having our eminent speaker today, who would be providing many insightful tips on positive parenting that will surely guide all the parents who would join us today, either through Zoom or through Facebook or through YouTube, to be the super mom and the super dads that they want to be. So we will be starting in the next 2 minutes. Till then, we hope that you will be together with us and you will be there on this platform to stay connected with us. So we start in the next 2 minutes. Thank you. So as our participants are joining in, the parents of the children are joining in, the parents of the students are joining in. I would like to take some time just to introduce myself on behalf of Adamus Schools. I am Ognay Biswas. I will be the moderator of today's webinar, which is on positive parenting. And it's less of a webinar, more of a, say, online workshop through which the parents will be getting really some insightful tips on positive parenting. And as our participants are joining in and tuning in from Facebook and YouTube and also on Zoom, so I would just quickly like to point out some of the webinar hygiene that all the participants, if they maintain this online workshop or webinar, would be easy to carry on. So please, you are requested, everyone is requested to keep your audio on mute. It is better to keep your videos off because then there would not be any internet fluctuations. As this is a less of a webinar and more of a workshop, so there would be a Q&A session at the towards the end of the webinar, where every parent who is there with us, either on Facebook or on YouTube or on Zoom, can ask questions or have answers to any of the queries that they will be having related to the topic of this webinar. And since everyone would be on mute, we are requested that if you have any question during the question answer round, just use the raise hand emoji and we can unmute you. Or if you feel that you will be putting your question on the chat boxes, please do put your question on the chat boxes addressed to everyone so that we can see your question and put forward it to our eminent speaker who would be joining us today. And that is all for the hygiene part of the webinar. So we will be starting in the next 10 seconds. Till then, we hope that you will be keeping a little more patient as we start in the next 10 seconds with our, not webinar, but workshop on positive parenting. Welcome back, everyone, as our participants are joining. So we would now like to start with the main part of the webinar. So today's webinar, which is less of a webinar and more of an online workshop on positive parenting, we would like to start with it as some of our participants have already joined through Zoom and Facebook. So let's start with it. So as everyone knows that our schools are slowly opening up and we are once again welcoming the normal, but with a new essence, we would like to thank all our guardians for their relentless support during the COVID crisis. And we are very proud of the way that the students, the parents, the community leaders have handled this situation and have continued to educate our students even during this unusual time. As a prominent name in the field of education, our first priority, that is Adamus Group's first priority, has always been the safety of our students. For the happy faces of the children to keep smiling and growing up in an affirmative environment beside the school, parents play the major role. Today's online workshop is on sharing those insightful tips and advices that will help the parents who have joined us today to create that perfect environment for their children, which will keep the children happy. Now, before we join the webinar and we start with today's session with our eminent speaker, whom I will introduce in just some time, I would just like to take every participant of us to a quick tour of the Adamus schools, which is the Adamus International and Adamus World School. So Adamus International and Adamus World School is a part of Rice Education, which was founded in 1985 by Mr. Sumit Ray. Since then, Rice has proved itself to be the pioneering name and the leader name, and as the leader rather, in the field of education. Headquartered at Dishari Bhavan, Belghoria, it has over 15 centers across West Bengal and 50,000 students. Till date, Rice has enabled more than 1 lakh candidates to get the desired job in the central and the state government departments. Adamus International School and Adamus World School is part of this Rice education. So your children can start with their toddlers at their toddler age in the KG class, or let's say at the KG level, the kindergarten level at the schools, Adamus International and Adamus World School. Go for their higher studies in the Adamus University and have the desired technical training that they want in Rice education and have the desired job in their life and become successful professional. Now, why parents choose Adamus? Well, there are definitely numerous ways, but we would like to take some time to highlight a few, which include settings. Now, Adamus schools have one of the largest campus across the city, the perfect ambience for learning and ergonomically designed furniture. We have over 250 well-known and well-versed teachers in the terms of international standards of teaching and learning who provide effective educational programs, and technical advanced methods of teachings are used to enable the children with the best of the syllabus. Now, about the architecture, well, Adamus International School building has won the Architect of the Year by the International Business Council. Of course, both of the schools have real affordable fees with the best of the education. Also, there are extracurricular activities and various environmental and developmental activities for our students. And to enable easy communication to the school, we have modern bus fleets for all our day boarding students at Adamus International School and all our students at Adamus World School with the modern facilities such as GPS tracking for the parents. Other than this, of course, there are other important facilities like smart class, state-of-the-art libraries and labs, and audiovisual rooms. Other than that, we also have provisions for breakfast, lunch, and snacks at the school and on way home. This brings us to our first school, which is the Adamus International School, which is located at Belghoria. It is a day boarding school affiliated with ICSE and IGSE, which is Cambridge International Board, and was established in the year 2004. Since then, the school, with its 5 acre of green campus, extracurricular activities, and several community service and engagement activities for the student, has been a leader. And it has also provisions for facilities such as a large swimming pool, 24/7 CCTV surveillance, 1,000 plus sitting capacity in the dining rooms, smart classes with smart boards, international trips for students, large playground, capacity of an auditorium, rather a large auditorium, state-of-art laboratories, fully equipped medical facilities. Now, Adamus International School is the only school in North Kolkata which is affiliated with Cambridge International Board. And also, it has been awarded on by the British Council on the grounds of exemplary practices of internationalism in school and curriculum. So also there are various extracurricular activities, as I have already pointed out, and CRS activities that help the students to learn and grow. Now, quickly, let me talk to you about what is IGSE. Well, if your child is aspiring for having his or her desired certificate from the big names of the universities in abroad, IGSE is the solution. It is the most accepted certification or qualification by the universities abroad and has a large choice of subjects and specialized syllabus. And Adamus International School helps your child with smart classes, smart boards, computers, and separate laboratories to have the desired education under IGSCE syllabus. Other than the IGSE syllabus, Adamus International School has state-of-art facilities in terms of infrastructure, academics, and day boarding, in addition to the extracurricular activities and the international excursions that help children develop to their fullest. All these practices have contributed to the prominent presence of Adamus International School in ICSE and ISCE board results. And it is a continuous process that has continued over all these years and will continue in the future. Also, our school has won several awards in terms of academic, and our students have eminent presence in the national sports and games and have bagged several trophies over all these years. Now, this brings us to our second school, which is Adamus World School, which is also the school in Kolkata, which has the largest green campus in the town. Now, Adamus World School is located in Barasat, and it has also been found under the umbrella of RISE under Satish Kiran Roy Memorial Trust. It is affiliated to CBSE and was established in 2011. And since then, the Green Campus, which is over 1 lakh square feet of greenery, the infrastructure, transport facilities, the healthy teacher and student ratio, the academic results, and the awards have made AWS one of the best schools in the town. Other than this, the school has 2 large playgrounds, 24/7 CCTV surveillance, GPS-enabled bus fleet, fully equipped medical trauma centers, smart classes, state-of-art libraries, and a well-stocked library with over 6,000 books. Now, what CBSE helps in having the best education for your child? Well, if you are a parent who's looking for a scientific syllabus which has project-based studies and has the academic support in terms of material availability, well, CBSE is the answer to you. Also, if as a parent you are in a transferable job and you need to take your child along with you, if you are traveling from one town to another for the purpose of your professional commitments, then CBSE is the answer. Well, there is a CBSE school in every city, and Adamus World School helps to give your child the education that is needed if that child has to travel along with the parent from one city to another. And so there is a smooth transformation and no problem faced by the child. Now, Adamus World School has also state-of-art facilities in terms of infrastructure, academics, and transportation, and numerous extracurricular activities that help your child develop to the fullest. And all these practices has also helped Adamus World School to be one of the prominent names in terms of results and achievements in CBSE board examinations all through all these years and has helped the school to earn a glorious name in the board results over the last 10 years. And of course, the school has and always keeps winning, awards and trophies. And this school has won a trophy under the category of excellence for maintaining continuous eco-friendly initiatives in 2020 by the prestigious Telegraph School Award. And this year, it has won many awards from the same group. For both of our schools, we take the best of the safety measures in terms of security, safety, medical facilities, and COVID care. Since you know that the schools will be opening from Monday, we have ensured rather, that all our children are safe, all our students are safe before the school reopens. So both the schools have organized vaccination camps, sessions of expert doctors with the parents, so that all the safety measures are taken care of before school reopens in the post-pandemic time. And in case you want to know more, you can visit us on www.adamusinternationalschool.org or www.adamusworldschool.org. These are the address to the school website. In case you want to inquire about admission, you can also fill our admission inquiry forms online on adamusinternationalschool.org/ans/admission 2022 to 23 or at www.adamusworldschool.org/TECHSHU 2022/admission 2022 to 2023. In case of parents who are there with us today, whose children are already in Adamus World School or Adamus International School, and they have certain queries, please take help of the assistant, which you can find at support.ais.adamus.co.in/login for parents whose children are already students or have taken admission in Adamus International School, and support.aws.adamus.co.in/login for parents whose children have taken admission or are existing students of Adamus World School. Other than this, parents who are interested and are thinking about putting their child in Adamus World School or Adamus International School can take a tour of the school on the YouTube platform or on the Facebook page or on our Instagram handles, the details of which are given on the screen. And in case you are thinking about having a quick talk with our team of expert education counselors who can guide you best through the admission process, for Adamus International School affiliated to ICSC and IGSCE and located at Belghoria, please call at 833-500-8844 or 847-99-13763. And for Adamus World School, which is affiliated to CBSE and located in Barasat and nestled in Adamus Knowledge City campus, please call at 847-99-18043 or 833-69-44340. So this was about our Adamus International and Adamus World School. And so now we can go forward with our webinar. And before we do that, and sorry to repeat the word webinar, because as I said, it is less of a webinar and more of an online workshop. I would take the pleasure to introduce our eminent speaker. So today we have with us Ms. Payal Ghosh. She is an eminent name in the field of parent counseling. She is a well-known parent educator. She has authored books on parenting and is the driving force behind Medha Consultancy. Through years, Payal Ghosh has helped several parents excel in parenting and be the super mom and the super dad that they have always wanted to be. And I believe that the participants today, the parents today who are connected with us over Zoom or over Facebook and the YouTube channel of Adamus International and Adamus School are eager to know the secrets of positive parenting. So without much delay, I would like to invite Payal ma'am to carry on with this session and provide the insightful and informative tips on positive parenting. So, Pal ma'am, over to you. So, as we will start with our session, I would like the participants to be patient for a little more time.
Good morning. Thank you, Adamus Group. Thank you, Ognai, for introducing in such a way the school and the everything and the positive parenting workshop. I would like to request you one thing, that if the video of mine is on, then it will be good, because I'm getting a bit technical glitch, because the host has not given me permission to on the video.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Am I audible and am I visible? Okay. So today we are going to have a positive parenting workshop. That's really an important workshop. Whenever we talk about the term workshop, of course, we get some kind of different feeling. Workshop means a work of togetherness. Whatever your opinion will come, my suggestion will come. We will actually patch them up. We will merge them up, and we will come to a possible solution, isn't it? So I would like to request every parent to keep a pen and paper, to keep a notebook and pen along with you. And also, I would like to say that in a workshop, language shouldn't be a barrier, because we have come here to share our problems and to come out with some solution. If language is a barrier, means if I cannot speak, in English properly, or I cannot frame the question in English properly, no worries. আমরা বাংলায়ও কথা বলতে পারি. We can speak in Hindi. हम हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं. But the problem should come up from you and that is very important. That's the is the most important essence of a successful workshop. Firstly, I would like to ask you one question. So, do you have any, have you given over any thought about parenting? What do you mean by parenting? Can anybody unmute once and say about this part? What do you mean by parenting? Apnara parenting bolte ki bochen? Parenting ka matlab kya hai aapke liye? So just I want to ask this question, because if we are not interactive, the workshop cannot go on properly. Yes, please. Anybody please come up with this idea, that is, what do you mean by parenting? Anybody, please unmute yourself. And I think the host, please allow once to unmute themselves to, give them, because until and unless it is an interaction, it cannot go on properly, isn't it? So, would you please arrange this? That I want to know about.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. Kindly go on.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes, yes, you are audible. Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Firstly, thank you, Payal ma'am. I follow you on your Facebook. I have actually listened to you before also.
Okay.
So, what you asked, what I feel about parenting. So it is the basic responsibility of a parent, I believe, is taking care of, caring. I mean, being the caring and the taking care of the child, and help him to identify the right and wrong things, and to take care of means not only just giving her proper nutrition food, but to also take care of her mental health, whether she's happy, if not, then why not, basically kind of a try to counsel him also. I try to do my for my daughter, like what is her mental status going on. I mean, when she's doing some tantrum, why she's doing that. So I try to find out the root cause, but sometimes I also fail to do so. So I believe parenting is of taking care, and also to show them the right and wrong way, because it's a time where that they probably cannot understand about everything around her or him. So that's what about.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Indrani. Thank you very much. Indrani made a perfect, presentation of parenting. Fantastic. Actually, if we think deep, parenting is nothing but a continual relationship. It's a journey of relationship. একটা রিলেশনশিপের জার্নি কিভাবে এগোয়? How? It come up with experience, love, affection, sharing, caring, empathy, fulfilling emotional demand, everything. So if we take parenting as an artwork, একটা ছবি আঁকার মতন করে যদি আমরা ভাবি, then we can understand how beautiful every stoppage is this. Because in our journey of parenting, we are not only nurturing or mentoring others, we are mentoring ourselves as well. We are getting lots of good inputs from our little children. We are trying to manage our patience. We are trying to manage our emotions. Lots of things can be done in this journey. So parenting is nothing but a journey of relationship, which is very important for all of us. Today's workshop is all about positive parenting. And why this term positive comes up. Positive means only positive vibes. No, not at all. Positive means the way we will do parenting, where we will have two things very high, two parameters. One is high love and high limit. Whenever we are going to nurture our little one, we need to give them a clear idea about the ground rules or the family rules. Now, whenever we are going to establish that, আমরা যখনই কোনো family rule কে establish করতে চাই, তখন একটা resistance আসে. Then comes a resistance. No, I will not do it. I will not do that, and all kind of stuffs. Defines আসে. But how to handle all these things? With this high love. Positive parenting is nothing but a composition of high love and high limit, where we parents will try to explain the importance of rules. Not only we will do the authority part, we will also have to explain all the things regarding this, why we have made this rule. If we have not made this rule, what can happen? So all the stuffs to be explained to our little one. এই এক্সপ্লেনেশনটা কিন্তু খুব দরকার, খুব প্রয়োজন। And along with that, we need to basically understand their characteristic as well. As they're new, we are also new in this experience. Those who are the parents of toddlers, they're experiencing very new thing every day. And of course, we'll have to actually go through all these new stoppages. So we need to empathize, we need to understand, we need to do all these things. Lots of things to be there to do or to make the journey successful for both of you. আমি 10টা key points বলবো, 10 key points on positive parenting. If possible, you can note it down and just follow it. এই just এগুলো নিয়ে বেশি মাথা ঘামানো, brainstorming, no need to do brainstorming. Just go through this rule. You will find parenting is really giving you a fantastic feeling. Point one is we parents should start doing anger management and handling our anxiety in a proper way when we are dealing with our child. Basically, whenever we complain that my child is very aggressive, my child is not listening to me, why they're doing that? Because we don't do it. We don't listen it. We say so many na and no's throughout the day. So they actually pick up that flavor of the sentence. Na ami korbo na. No, I'll not care. Mujhe nahi jana hai, karna nahi hai. Ye sab bolte hain, isn't it? So why? Because we started the thing. Because we basically suffer from anxiety whenever the parenting goes on. If she does this, it may happen, it might happen, all these things are may, might, and kind of things come. And that is why we say, no, you don't have to do it. And that anxiety, basically, we transfer to our child and they become defined. Also, along with this anxiety, anger also comes. Basically, we don't even try to dig out the root cause of our anger. আমরা চেষ্টাই করি না যে আমাদের আসল অ্যাঙ্গারের রুট গুলো কি। আমরা ভাবি the child is not studying, the child is not listening to me, the child is not having breakfast properly. That is the source of anger. No, not at all. Maybe some other big reason behind it. আমরা তো সেটা জানি না। But what we do, we basically express our anger in front of our child because we know very well that they cannot do anything. They haven't that much strength as well as that empowerment. And এই যে soft target এর উপর আমাদের অ্যাঙ্গারটা চলে আসে, তার ফলে কি হয়, they receive that aggression from us first, and then they think an equation. Okay, fine, if I am not agreeing with this part, or if I am not liking this area, so I need to be that, I need to play that role. I need to push, I need to shout, I need to fight, I need to be physical, because my mother, my father does this. That is the way of showing anger. And whenever it comes in front of our child, we think, "Are baba, বাচ্চাটা কিভাবে আমার সাথে কথা বলছে, আমার এইটুকু বাচ্চা এইভাবে কথা বলছে, আমাকে মারছে, is eating me, is scolding at me. How can it be possible?" It also happens as in teenager as well. তো প্রথম জিনিসটা যেটা, সেটা হলো we need to actually work on our anxiety and on our anger management. For anxiety, to deal with anxiety, just forget about the end result. The marks, the grade, of course, those are important. Yes, important. But don't focus on that only. Just focus on the process. In an entire day, what kind of input I have given to my child. That is important. The process. That will automatically reduce your anxiety. And for anger management, you need to take, you can take 2 tips from me. One is, start practicing mindfulness through belly meditation, or through belly breathing meditation. It will really help you to, do the mindfulness activity. And secondly, whenever you know the anger is triggering, or it is, you're going to be out of control within few minutes, just isolate yourself. Don't be in front of your child. These 2 tips I'm giving to you for your anger management. It will really help. One is practicing mindfulness. Khub important এই mindfulness এর practice করাটা, one work at a time. Don't think much. Step by step egon. And secondly, belly breathing. আর যেটা বললাম, just keep yourself away. Whenever you are actually getting triggered with your anger, stay away from your little child. That's important. Take a deep breath for a few minutes, and for at least for 5-6 times, and come with a logical mind, and then talk to him, talk to her. It will work. So your first point of positive parenting, you have to work on anxiety, have to work on anger management. If these 2 are fixed, your rest of the parenting process can be smooth. Coming to my second point. The second point is the sleep cycle and diet. 8 hours sleep is important for your child. 8 hours sleep. But whenever I do counseling, আমি যখন কাউন্সেলিং করি, আমি যখন রুটিন জানতে চাই প্রত্যেকটা বাচ্চার, স্পেশালি ফ্রম লাস্ট 2 years যেটা হয়েছে, the sleep cycle got very much disturbed, because রাত্রির অবধি তারা টিভি দেখছে বা মোবাইল দেখছে, বা পেরেন্টসরা হয়তো সেই রুমেই কিছু দেখছে, ওয়েব সিরিজ বা all these things are going on. So basically the bed time যেটা, সেটা 10 o'clock থেকে 12 or 1 AM অবধি হয়ে গেছে. So if we notice that our child's bedtime এর পার্টটা, so bedtime absolutely, it should be 10 to 6 or 10 to 7. 10 o'clock, the child should go to the bed. And by 6:30 or 7 o'clock, they should wake up. Why? Because during that time, the most effective hormone melatonin releases. And once the melatonin releases properly, what happens? The memory retention, cognitive part of the brain get established properly, get wired properly. এই হরমোনগুলো খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট একটা বাচ্চার মেমোরি রিটেনশন আর কগনিটিভ স্কিলকে বাড়াতে। এই দুটো না হলে পড়াশোনা হবে না, কিচ্ছু পড়াশোনা হবে না একাডেমিক্স এর, মানে একদম ওই 2, 3, 4 অব্দি হবে, তারপর সব ফ্ল্যাট হয়ে যাবে পুরো ব্যাপারটা। তাই জন্য স্লিপ সাইকেল খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট, অ্যান্ড দ্যাট শুড বি আ পিসফুল স্লিপ। এবার থার্ড পয়েন্ট, আই এম কামিং টু দ্য থার্ড পয়েন্ট, যে কারণে পিসফুল স্লিপ আসে না। সো কাম টু দ্য থার্ড পয়েন্ট ইজ digital detoxification. On an average, today's children are watching screen. I'm excluding the school or the classroom part. I have no reservation on online class because that is not called a screen addiction, because the class is happening in both ways. Always the two-way communication is there in the classroom, isn't it? Teachers are asking something, students are responding, all the things are going on in a proper way. It's a good synchronization is happening. So there is no point of getting addicted or getting hooked to the screen. I'm talking about the entertainment part. After the school, between the two classes of the school, or at night, or that sleep time, smartphone, tab, all these things have become part and parcel of our children. And what is happening? The electromagnetic radiation is coming. They are going through only screen without communicating, without thinking. The thinking process, cognition, all are getting, dropping down. So that is why they're slowly getting induced or slowly getting addicted with the screens. ক্রমশ স্ক্রিনে অ্যাডিক্টেড হয়ে যাচ্ছে তারা। স্ক্রিনে অ্যাডিকশনে এখন কিছু বোঝা যাবে না। এখন যারা ছোট আছে তারা বুঝতে পারবে, whenever they will be in standard 5, standard 6, অঙ্ক করতে পারবে না, কিছু একটা নিজে ক্রিয়েটিভ রাইটিং করতে পারবে না, only they will go with this kind of search, একটু সার্চ করে দেখি, যেটা নিজের মতন করে কিছু ক্রিয়েটিভ থিং মাথা থেকে বেরোবেই না, বিকজ brain is not free at all things are there, stuffing up with all these informations and all, তাই না? So digital detoxification, বাচ্চাকে পজিটিভ প্যারেন্টিং করাতে হলে firstly start digital detoxification with yourself. Keep a digital fasting day in a week. একদিন, আজকের দিনে আমরা কেউ স্মার্টফোনে কিছু মজা নেব না, দেখবো না। We will not have any kind of, smartphone usage for entertainment in this once in a week. And digital detoxification, whenever we will showcase digital detoxification, of course it will work perfectly for your child as well. আমি যদি শোকেস করি আমার ডিজিটাল ডিটক্সিফিকেশন, রাত্রিরে বাচ্চার সামনে ওয়েব সিরিজ দেখা বন্ধ করি, অফকোর্স দ্য চাইল্ড উইল স্টার্ট ডুইং সামথিং এলস। ওরও মনে হবে, whenever my parents are reading story books or having some conversing with us, so why should we go with those kind of things? No, they don't get attention. That is why they are doing this. So digital detoxification must be done from the parents' end. Then it is going to happen for children as well. তাহলে third point, আমরা digital detoxification করব if we want to run positive parenting smoothly. Number 4, sports activities. It releases lots of endorphin, which increases basically the IQ and the decision-making power of your child. আমি যদি সারা দিনে দেখি লাস্ট 2 ইয়ার্সে কোভিড এর দোহাই দিয়ে প্রচুর প্যারেন্টস বলেছে না স্পোর্টস তো করানোই যায়নি বিকজ couldn't take out our children from home. Of course I agree, but তার আগেও কি হতো? খুব কম। But এখন everything is coming in a normal shape. Schools are also opening from Monday. এবার থেকে afternoon time, all afternoons, they should get engaged in sports activities. Maybe football, karate, the volleyball, basketball, table tennis, anything. but they will not stay at home. 4 to 6 is their outdoor play time. They will go and do outdoor activities. That will releases endorphin, that will keep them happy. They will become less defiant, less irritated, less aggressive. So please keep this fourth point. Let's keep all the points in your mind, but this fourth point is very important. Start arranging. In this weekend, today is Saturday and Sunday, we please arrange some clubs or sports clubs and talk to them and let them join. Coming to the fifth point, that is effective communication. Many problems can be resolved with a proper communication. Sometimes we don't know why the child is getting irritated and throwing tantrum, because we basically take a pattern and work on it. Communication, especially effective communication, eye-to-eye conversation, non-verbal as well as verbal, very important. কথা বলা হয় না বলেই তো কত কিছু কথা হয়ে ওঠে না, তাই না? তাই কথাটা বলতে হবে. We need to speak a lot with our child. একটি বাচ্চা বলছে যে আমি খাবো না, ব্রেকফাস্ট করব না. কেন খাবি না? খেতেই হবে. একদম না খেলে হয় নাকি? জোর করে খা বলছি, খেয়ে নে, ঠান্ডা হয়ে গেল আবার খা. We are not having any productive, talk. How to handle these things? We will tag it as defiant child. কথাই বলে না, মানে আমার কোনো কথাই শোনে না. আমি বলছি দুধ খেতে খাচ্ছে না. Have you asked why do you want to have this milk? ভালো লাগছে না, তাই তো? রোজ একরকম খাবার ভালো লাগছে না. তাহলে কি খাবার প্ল্যান করছো? Just tell me. কিছু একটা বললো যেটা নালিফাই করতে হবে. পিৎজা খাবো. Pizza morning time, it's a bit difficult. A type of pizza can be made at home. We can make a sandwich for you. So, এই যে conversation, এই conversation আমরা সময় দিই. Do we give time on conversations? But conversations are important. The most important part to do positive parenting, because the child will also start feeling secured. My mom or my dad is asking me separately and trying to find out my problem. কত সময় হয় the child is shouting or throwing tantrum for a different reason, but basically the negative emotion is staying for some other reason. অন্য কোনো কারণে মন খারাপ হয়েছে, কিন্তু অন্যভাবে ট্যান্ট্রামটা শো করছে. ঠিক যেরকম ভাবে আমরা করি. আমরা অফিসে বা ওয়ার্ক প্লেসে খুব রাগ হলে, খুব বস বকলে, বাড়িতে এসে বাচ্চাকে খুব ধুমধুম করে মেরে দিই. ওদেরও অনেক সময় হয়, ওরাও হিউম্যান বিং. So that is why effective communication, respectful communication, word choice, sentence framing, very important. These 4 things are very important for positive parenting. Coming to my 6th point is musical instrument. That this recent research and study papers are showing lots of interesting things on IQ, increasing on intelligent quotient. দেখা যাচ্ছে মিউজিক্যাল ইনস্ট্রুমেন্ট খুব এসেনশিয়াল বাচ্চাকে শেখানো. And from 4+ you can start this. 3+, 4+, you can start with mini keyboard, piano, violin, tabla, anything, any musical instrument. Why? Because whenever we are talking about this instrument has a fantastic curve that is called sinusoidal curve. Sine curve, cos curve. This curves basically affects our brain or stimulates our brain fantastically to make our mind or thought process composed. And also, this gives a certain amount of logical reasoning in our mind. That is why at this toddler, junior, or teenage, these 3 age group, if we are working with today's date, please start or encourage them to take lessons on musical instrument. it can really create wonder for your child. Okay. So I've already covered the 6th point. Coming to the 7th point, focus on the cognitive work. Cognitive work, what do you mean by cognitive work? Understanding instructions, assembling the instructions, processing the instructions, executing the instructions. The entire process is called cognition. Cognition is necessary for various reasons. First thing is for the academic purpose. Secondly, for the social skill. Third is for emotional balance as well. So cognition is important. Cognitive work অনেক করাতে হবে, প্রচুর cognitive work বাড়াতে হবে. How to encourage them through cognitive work? First thing, till class 10, যারা এই toddler to class 10 অবধি আমি বলছি, so mathematics is the most important tool. Mathematics করাতে গেলে যদি খুব বকি হবে না, it's a practice. Every day you'll have to do repetitive work. Jana toddler or preschooler, they don't have that pure mathematics which we teach, we have in our school syllabus, but they can play number games. Every day keep a 10 to 15 minutes time on counting, numbering, and all these things. Numbers are really useful for brain's cognitive skill set up. Very important. So for young children, number work and all these things to be done. For the junior school goers, every day they need to practice sums. Mathematics are compulsory, just like brushing the teeth or taking breakfast or meal or going for nap. Atotai important. At least 12 sums a day. And of course, jara ekটু বড় হয়ে গেছে তাদের জন্য problem sums, equational sums, those things are important because there are so many instructions hidden in that particular story, and they need to synthesize all these things and execute. What happens when a child does mathematics regularly? A regular practice of mathematics create a flow chart in the brain. Flow chart টা কি না, যে কোনো প্রবলেম কে আমি সলভ করব কি করে? How will I solve the problem? We will break it in a small part and we will solve it out and then integrate and execute it. These practice mathematics gives us, and that is why mathematics টার উপর খুব জোর দিন cognition বাড়ানোর জন্য. আর cognition না বাড়ালে কিন্তু they will not stay happy. Once they can do mathematics the confident way, they will remain happy. ও যাই পড়ুক, ইংলিশ লিটারেচার পড়ুক, humanities এর অন্য সাবজেক্টস পড়ুক, sociology পড়ুক, whatever the subjects he or she takes, practicing of mathematics is important for her practical life as well. Along with mathematics, keep them engaged in different types of other brain gym, constructive writing. Every day they should write down some of their feelings. If they're very small, they can express it through words, but they need to write. Or if they're a bit elder than that, then of course with some few sentences. But expressing through sentences in a writing mode definitely increases the cognition, and which will make them happy. And your parenting process will become smooth. Along with that, puzzle games, Sudoku, math magics, all things are important on everyday's work. So please give focus. ওই কার্টুন, রামায়ণ, নার্সারি রাইম, এগুলো না খুব একটা লাভের নয়. অফকোর্স কিছুটা শুনতে গল্পের মতন ভালো লাগে, বাট দে উইল নট ওয়ার্ক মাচ মোর অন ইয়োর ব্রেনে এই টিজার গুলো বেশি করে না করালে the brain will not work properly, the neuron direction will not go properly. আমরা যে সকল জায়গায় পড়াশোনা খুব ভালো হয়, যেমন জার্মানি, ইউকে, এই এরিয়াগুলোতে সবসময় উই হ্যাভ সিন দ্যাট এই কনস্ট্রাকটিভ কগনিটিভ ওয়ার্কের উপর জোর দেয়া। উই আর মিসিং দেম আউট, আমাদের সেটা করতে হবে। So seventh point is like this. Number 8, consequence facing. Yes, our children really sometimes throw tantrum, temper tantrum. Sometimes we get agitated. We give positive attention by giving the stuffs, whatever they want that time. Or sometimes we beat, scold. Then also we are giving negative attention. Please do neither give positive attention nor negative attention. Rather, start providing them consequence therapy, logical consequence, time out therapy. এগুলো খুব জরুরি। কারণ আমার বাচ্চা জেদ করছে, throwing tantrum, बहुत जिद्दी हो रहा है, तो what हम क्या करेंगे? During that time, what will I do? During that time, I need to give a message. Until and unless you stop this behavior, we are not going to cooperate with you. We will give him or her the messages, calm down, we will come to a talk. We will come to a discussion. Otherwise, no talk. You need to calm down first. Tantrum hole শান্ত নিজেকে হতে হবে। বসো, আস্তে আস্তে শান্ত হও। তার যতক্ষণ না তুমি শান্ত হচ্ছ, ততক্ষণ অবধি আমরা কোঅপারেট করব না। You need to manage your own anger. That is actually the temper tantrum handling technique. Whenever sometimes children get more agitated, then you can hug them. Just hug them, tight hug. That is important because they feel insecure during that time. But don't talk. Hugging or give them a kind of, feeling that somebody is there. Then, of course, automatically they will calm down. Kintu o jed kore jeta chaiche, we will not allow to, respond for that reason. Ei je or activity ta setake shanto korte hobe. Then we will talk, so that the signal should go to the child that fine, if I throw tantrum, nobody listens to it. Whenever I calm down and talk in a proper way, people understand, listen to it. So showing tantrum is a big no for in my family. আমার প্যারেন্ট হিসাবে পজিটিভ প্যারেন্টিং করতে গেলে এইটার মেসেজটা ওকে দেওয়ার জন্য কনসিকুয়েন্স ফেসিং করাতে হবে। So that is basically come to my 8th point. Coming to the 9th point, this is a big problem in today's parent, is gratification, instant gratification. আমার বাচ্চা যে মুহূর্তে যা চাইছে, I have that capability and I'm providing that. কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। শুধু প্যারেন্টস না, grandparents, if you people are also listening, you people also do this mess. Grandparents also do the same. There are সব সময় কাজে ছেড়ে দাও, कोई बात नहीं है, दे दो बाबा, बच्चा रो रहा है, नहीं करना नहीं चाहिए, दे दो ये. This is called instant gratification. So what the signal is going to your, what is the particular signal is going to your child? The signal is sending the message, if I do this kind of drama, if I do this kind of, showcase this kind of tantrum, I get the things. So that basically leads in a different way. A child who basically grows up with this instant gratification mode, he or she is unable to handle failure. সব জায়গায় তো ইম্পর্টেন্স পাবে না, সব জায়গায় চাইলেও কেউ কিছু দেবে না, তখন কি করবে? She will not be able to handle failure then. তখন he or she doesn't know the solution, how to cope up, how to handle this problem, how to manage this problem. And then and there, তখন তাদের একটা প্রবলেম তৈরি হবে, তখন খুব কষ্ট হবে। So from the very early age of parenting, we should give them a practice of delayed gratification. তুমি এটা চেয়েছিলে, you'll have to wait for that. You'll have to wait and you will have to, take some other options to kill this time. যতক্ষণ না পাচ্ছ ততক্ষণ অন্য কিছু কর। That is a fantastic experiment, world famous experiment, that is called Marshmallow Experiment, which has been done by Stanford University in 1971. সেখানে কি করা হয়েছিল, 100 children of age group of 4 to 6. They were invited in a big, hall of Stanford University, and everybody got one marshmallow, a fantastic candy. Marshmallow দেয়া হয়েছিল প্রত্যেকটা বাচ্চাকে, and only one condition was there: if any child can sit in front of the marshmallow without touching this for 15 minutes, he or she will get another marshmallow. So after 15 minutes, when observer or researcher came back to the room, they saw a different picture. Few children, they have waiting eagerly to get another marshmallow. Some of them have already eaten it up. So lots of mixed picture came down. So they took a survey. Jara marshmallow nilo, those who ate the marshmallow, they took a survey, they took the name and all these things. And those who waited for that, they took another name. Yarpor ki holo? After 10 to 12 years, and when they started researching or started, taking data of their progress. After 10 to 12 years, what the research result came? Those who waited for the second marshmallow, they went through the delayed gratification and they did immensely good in SAT exam, exam going for the undergraduate school at all. Relationship wise, they are good. Social skill wise, they are good. And those who didn't wait for that, they're having some body mass index high, they're having poor SAT number, SAT marks, and also they're having they're struggling with relationship issues as well, either with parents or for any personal relationship. এই এক্সপেরিমেন্ট আবার করা হলো, again আবার যখন করা হলো, after 5-10 years, পুরো ব্যাপারটার পর the same result came, and last experiment happened on, if I'm not wrong, 2008. Now the research work is going on. Same thing. Delayed gratification is important. A child should know, as a positive parent, whenever we are going through a positive parenting, as a parent, we should teach our child how to wait. We should give our child, if we are not getting this option, do you have any plan what to do? What will we do if you are not getting this option now? So plan accordingly. Do some brainstorming work so that your child is getting some other options. Okay, eta pelam na, ami borom eta kori. So that practice to be there. That is my 9th point. I'm coming to my 10th point. Expression of love, affection is important. Expression of love and affection সব সময় যে ক্যাডবেরি কিনে দিয়ে হবে তা নয়। No. Word, I love you beta. You are my gem, you are my heart, you are my feeling, you are my everything. This kind of words generally releases oxytocin from parent side as well as the children's side. And they become bonded. Tight bonding happens. Expression of love is very important. Otherwise, their children, they don't understand that deep love inside the heart of the parents. ওরা ভাবে যে তো বকছে, আমায় তো ভালোবাসে না। They're only scolding us. They don't love. Why we are scolding? For their benefit, for their overall mental and physical health. They don't understand. So sometimes expression of love is also important, so that whenever they will compare two types of mood of parents, they will understand, or they will, you know, uh, tell their mind in that way. Well, fine. If my mother is scolding me, also she loves me a lot during the bedtime, whenever we share bedtime stories. So in an entire day, few moments to be kept every day where you have expressed your love through word, through touch, or through expression. It's important. So please maintain a balanced lifestyle for your child. Maintain a balanced lifestyle for yourself. Keep patience. Do a proper anger management, and just enjoy your positive parenting. I know lots of questions are bubbling up in your mind. Now we can start the question answer session. These 10 points I've already gone through. I think if you have written them up, fine. You can follow them up by today, tomorrow, no problem. Question যদি কিছু থাকে, question answer session আমি নিতে পারি, please. কোনো প্রশ্ন? Any question?
We have already unmuted all participants. So, কারো কিছু question থাকলে, yeah, Ankita Nath is having a question. Ma'am, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Hello?
If you have any query, yes, please.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I am the mother of Anika Nath. And the thing is, there is a problem with my child that she doesn't ask question. I mean, I have seen other child while doing online classes. Those children, they don't think before asking question whether they are asking stupid question, whether Miss will scold or not scold. But I have seen when I am teaching her at home, I see that there are many questions that are not answered. I mean, there are many doubts when I ask him whether Miss has taught this portion or not. What did she say while discussing this portion of the chapter? She's unable to say. I mean, I don't know whether this could be the problem that normally I explain her or I explain the entire chapters later on. But how am I supposed to make her ask question? She has got the habit of not asking question at all.
Actually want to make your child more inquisitive, isn't it?
Right. I would like that she should ask question. I feel that asking question is very important.
Okay. So just forget this school wala story. Just forget this transaction. In her regular life, you start conversing a lot with on different topic. Just like you give a scope of brainstorming. What do you think? Keno eta holo? What do you think? What is your opinion? Why do you think it is happening? Why do you think it is not happening? Give them the opportunities to learn different types of science encyclopedia. Ask her to question from that if she has any question. Let her feel free in home environment. Kono অসুবিধা নেই, kono বার নেই. You can ask any kind of question. We are going to give you answers. So conversations are very important, because through conversations, through different type of topic discussions, what happens automatically, they come up with different kind of brainstorming sessions and they start asking questions. Just don't focus yourself only on this online class and school part. It may not work right now, because once the offline school will start, of course the environment will encourage her to ask questions. But at home we should not give answer for her. অনেক সময় হয় ওরকে কিছু একটা জিজ্ঞেস করা হলো, আমরা বলে দিলাম তাড়াতাড়ি করে, because she is taking some time. Give her that own sweet time to express. ওনা বলে উত্তরটা দেয়া হবে। Wait for that. Practice for few weeks. She will start opening up herself.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Welcome. Any other question from any end?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Am I audible?
Good afternoon. Yes, you are audible.
Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm a mother of a 3-year-old boy. And the thing is that my boy is very much interactive in house. He is going to play school also from 2 year 5 months. But that time, offline classes and online classes both were going on in a hybrid mode. So that's why we put him in that, so that his social skills are more developed and all that. But he speaks a lot in his house. We live with his grandparents in a joint family, so he keeps talking whole day. And sometimes we get irritated, but whenever he's out socially in some relative's house or in his school also, he follows all the instructions. He do whatever it is he's being told, but he don't talk, he don't interact that much. That is the main problem.
It's okay.
So
It's not
what
a problem.
can be done?
It's not a problem. She's too small. He's too small, because give him some time to adjust with this, the social skill, social protocol and all. Engage him in different type of work, which is outdoor sports, or just arrange some play dates at home or outside. This way he will start opening up outside as well. But it is not a problem at this small age. It happens almost with 80% of children. No worries at all. He will open up, but give focus on the social outdoor activities or play dates kind of thing. And don't push, talk, you have to respond. That push is not a very healthy thing. He will become more scared. Give him some time. He will definitely speak up. No worries. And let the school open offline. It will work perfectly. You don't have to worry at all.
Yes, ma'am. In online classes, he reacts, he answers, he interacts. But whenever he's in front of other people, means apart
It will
from his
take time.
family, that time he becomes introvert. He do all the work, whatever instructions is being given to him. He performs everything in his school also or outside with family members, other relatives and all that. But he don't talk. He becomes quiet, but do all the things, and that's why that's what we wanted. To make him more social.
No, it's okay. More social, he will have. It's very small. Don't worry at all. There are so many other things to do. So better you start planning more play dates, and just involve him in different kind of outdoor activities. It will work. It will work smoothly. No worries.
Okay, thanks so much, ma'am, for the suggestion.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hello,
Any other
hello.
question?
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So, ma'am, firstly, it was a very fascinating talk again that I have heard you
Thank you.
earlier also.
Thank
My question is, I feel that being fearless in life is very important. And for that, from the childhood, like as a parent, can we help them, or what are the ways that we should, nurture them so that, because I have seen her, my daughter is just 4 years old, and she become, she get very scared about many things. Like recently she had to go for piercing of her ears. So she cried like anything, it was not like because of pain, what I understood, because it was, nowadays it's not so painful, that piercing, those things. And also, like, another example I can give you, she loves dogs, cats very much, and she also like to touch them. I also encourage her. But suddenly one day we went to village and she saw a turtle, and she just cried like anything, and she was so resistant not to touch that particular animal. I'm giving this instances. I mean, there are many things that she get too much scared of it. But I usually encourage her not to, like when she wants to touch a dog, I encourage her, yes, go and touch. It will not do anything harm to you. So there are many instances I've seen that she get that fear, unnecessary fear, which is, not like that. Not, it should not be to that extent. So is there anything that we are doing wrong, or like any suggestion for that, to become more confident and fearless in future also? Maybe this is she's too small to uh, you know uh, conclude anything, but is there anything that we can do for our future also, to become fearless and more
Ye-
confident?
Yes, we can. First and foremost thing, whenever a child is getting scared on particular thing, and try to understand the mental state. Most of the cases, we use the word nothing will happen. It'll go off automatically. Just have courage and go. This kind of encouraging statement, we think it as an encouraging statement. But for a child, it is not a very encouraging statement, rather than it is pointing her out, pointing him that she's not capable of handling the situation. She's having some problem. So, what will happen? Whenever your child is getting scared or having fear on any particular thing, firstly, start soothing her feeling. Okay, I feel it genuinely that you are having problem to see the turtle. I understand. It's a new object, new living object for you. You have not seen. What to do? What should we do? Should we continue watching or going towards it, or we will go back? I'm there with you. What will I do? So if her answer is no, I want to watch, but from okay, you want to watch, you want to observe that particular thing. Let's see how to do. Let's hands, hold her hands tightly, and slowly approach. Slowly give time to a child to manage the situation. And the child will feel very secured when ma or dad is actually supporting her feeling. এই যে ফিলিংটা ওর হচ্ছে, it's a negative feeling. If anything happens, if anything can happen. Firstly, admit the feeling. Yes, I understand. It happens. It's a genuine feeling. I do understand. So what should we do? Should we come back or should we go forward? তুমি বলো, তুমি কি করবে? Give some soothing time. Then he will be able to find out solution by holding your hands, and slowly she will get the solution. No worries at all. But plug and play solution, mane encourage, be nothing will happen, don't see that particular child is doing so beautiful, you can also do. No, that is not a very encouraging statement. That will be very much discouraging. Firstly, understand the mental state, then soothe the child's mind, have a conversation on that fear, have a conversation on a solution, start doing it together, and then she will find the solution. Whenever next time she will get any unknown problem, she will actually have words of yours in mind and do the task accordingly. Okay,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
welcome. Any other question?
So I believe, Payal ma'am, like these were some of the questions that were related to
Okay.
the topic that you have covered. Maybe some of the parents are still having, questions that they want to ask, but probably it has been answered already by the points that you explained to us in such a wonderful way with all examples and everything. And of course, then again, you are available on Facebook. So of course,
Yeah.
the parents can reach you out at any
They
time.
can take my WhatsApp number as well, so they can WhatsApp their queries. I can handle them. Okay. So
Sure.
I can share the number, and if you can share the number, you have my WhatsApp number as well. You can share the number with them as well, or I can say, I can tell.
Absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. And thank you so much for sharing all this. Okay, in running, who she's asking about the number. Yes, to all the parents, we will definitely share Payal ma'am's number so that any question or any inquiry that's related to parenting can be answered by the expert herself. So thank you, ma'am, for this
Thank
wonderful.
you.
And we would also like to thank all our participants who managed their time on this weekend to get connected with us. Definitely, we after this workshop, many super moms and super dads will evolve. And once again, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And in case of any admissions or inquiries, you can connect with us on Facebook or the numbers that were shared for Adamus International and Adamus World School. Thank you so much once again, and happy weekend to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.